Hi there, my name is Roland. Thank you very much for buying these Facebook and Instagram advertising templates, and I really hope they work well for you. Here are some very simple instructions on how to use them. The whole purpose behind these ads was to make them super easy for anybody to be able to create ads that reflect the best qualities of their books. So let me just show you how to get started. First thing you will need is the zip file. You can simply download that when you purchase the product. Double click on it and you can see inside you've got 3 different PSD files and these instructions. The other things you will need are whatever background file you want to use. So I've got one here that I use for my romance books, and the book cover for your book. So first of all, pick whichever format you want to make an advert for. So let's go to landscape. And here we go. You will see in the landscape section there are 2 groups. There's the Kindle and book cover group, and that contains a bunch of layers here. The inner shadow, book cover, and Amazon Kindle. And the next one is the background group, which contains a vignette layer, color adjust layer, contrast adjust layer, and your background layer. We're going to start off with the book cover. So select the book cover here, and then go to your folder where you have your book cover, and simply drag and drop it here. And you can see the book cover gets placed into your design here right on top of the blue book cover. So from here, it's very simple. You just scale it up until it fits. You can see there is the drop shadow kind of frame here, and you want to get that within there. If depending on the perspective of your cover, you can hold down Shift and then move it around like that, and it should snap instantly into place. Press Enter. Boom. Look at that. Looks great. So next, we want to add the background. So you go to the background group, click on background layer, then select your background, which is here, drag it in, boom, press Enter. Now this looks okay, but we can tweak this in various ways. First of all, with the background layer, we've got a contrast layer, which you can adjust. There we go. Let's add a bit more contrast to that, maybe darken it up a bit. And then we've got a color adjust layer. My book cover has a lot of green in it, so let's maybe move this over a bit. Try and get a similar looking green, and you might have to tweak that. And then that all looks fine. Maybe we want to make this a little more prominent. So you open up the Kindle and book layer group, and you select all of these layers: inner shadow, your book cover, the blue book cover, and Amazon Kindle. Then do Control and T to hotkey to transform, and you can move this around and adjust it like that, exactly as you want. And once you are happy with your ad, you can click File, Save a Copy. You save it as a JPEG. Make sure you name it correctly. So this would be High Point Cover Landscape Ad. Click Save. And you are done. And it is exactly the same format for all of the other ads. So here we are on the square ad. Go to book cover, drag the cover for High Point over. That's great. Snap it into place like that. Press Enter. Boom. Go down to the background layer. Drag and drop a background layer in there. Scale that up. That's absolutely fine. Adjust it as you want to, so we can do it like that. Once again, you want to adjust the colors so it matches your book. Maybe adjust the contrast a bit. And one feature that is kind of cool is the thing called the vignette layer, which you can hide or add. And if you click on that, you can make the edges darker or lighter, depending on what you think looks best on your ad. And once again, you can go to your Kindle and book cover layer, select all of those elements, Control and T, and you can adjust this how you see fit. And the final thing is, my books are in Kindle Unlimited, so I like to have the Kindle Unlimited logo here, so we can wordlessly communicate that to people before they click. But if you want to get rid of that, you just click the eye icon next to Kindle Unlimited, and it's gone. And that is it. File, save a copy, and once again, you save it as a JPEG, High Point, let's call it square ad, done. finally, let's open up the story ad. Here we go. So this is slightly different because we've got areas in green here which might be obscured by copy and text and the user interface and things like that. But when it comes down to it, using this particular template is exactly the same. Grab your book cover, move it on top of where you've got the book cover there, and you can once again move it around, shift, hold down shift to scale that correctly. It looks beautiful. Go down to your background layer. Once again, we just click on that, scale it up appropriately. Go. I'll get that crack in there. That looks nice. Color adjust layer. I'll go to that nice green color. Go to the contrast layer. That's great. And then we can decide where we want the Kindle Unlimited logo. Now what you have to remember is your UX does kind of cover up some of this stuff. So you just have to get original with it, get smart with it. Maybe have it up here, maybe have it to the edge here, or maybe not have it at all. And the other option is, of course, if you don't like this particular background layer, you don't have to have it. You can have whatever you want. You can get any background layer you want. I normally buy stock photography from Adobe Stock. Then I'll just paste it in, adjust it, and make something pretty with it. So there we go. File, save a copy, JPEG, and then of course call it the right thing. This is story ad, and you are done. Click save. And you simply use these when you create a Facebook advertising campaign, and these are optimized for use on Instagram as well. With these 3 templates, you get every single thing that you might need to create every single ad template going. And that's it. If you have any questions, email me at roland@rolandhume.com. My email address is in the instructions text. And many, many happy ads. I wish you the best of luck with these templates, and I hope they work for you just as well as they have worked for me.